Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh Shmi Hoshai, Basha Makakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone who rule well and has taught me this truth. And Shalom to the elect. Okay, this is an interesting video. You know the title there. Could digital currencies put banks out of business? From The Economist, and you know, I recommend you check it out. It's interesting. It pretty much goes into the roles that banks have in society, how the way that we bank and our relationship with the banks and the central banks are evolving, and you know, how they're looking into changing things up with this central digital banking, you know, coins. You know, hopefully I said that right. CBD C's, man. Okay. And central bank digital currency, CBDC, that's right. And pretty much, man, you know, the way that the society is going, it's been going to a more and more cashless society for quite a while now. And that's all part of the agenda that is being pushed by the international banking elite, because you know, we're coming into the time of the Great Reset, where they're going to push forward a completely new form of buying and selling, man. Okay? It's going to be done differently. And that's found in the scriptures, which I'm going to get that. I'm going to read that. And, you know, these are the same guys who, I've got this article back from the same people, Economist, right? The Economist, there you go. That's from 1988. Okay. And if you look at the image, you know, it's got an image of an eagle. You know, and which that's symbolic. Okay. And you know, this system that we're in is pretty much the second leg of the Roman Empire. It's the continuation. You know, the deadly wound that the scriptures talk about. Okay. We're basically in a Roman system in the modern day, okay? And, you know, one of the signs of Rome is an eagle, okay? Okay, and as you can see in the image, you know, it says get ready for a world currency. It's got a coin there, Phoenix, you know, 10, you know. And the main thing that caught my eye as well is at the bottom, you can see the fiat currencies on the floor, the paper notes being burnt. Okay, now I'm going to read you the scripture, and we're going to speak about that. This is Revelation chapter 13. Okay, and this is a major prophecy. Okay, coming soon. Okay, coming to pass soon, man. You know, the Lord is setting up everything. The infrastructure is being set up as we speak. Okay. Different tests and experiments are being run and research is being done. Okay, and this whole world is being prepared for the fulfillment of this prophecy. This is Revelation chapter 13. Okay, verses 15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Okay, which the image of the beast is, you know, the philosophies, okay, of Esau, man, and his empire. All right, you know, the beast being EU and NATO, his power structure, and the image going back to Rome, man, because it's the same Roman system coming back today. All right, you know, their political system, and you know, if you don't worship, you know, the ways, I'm going to say the ways of Rome, okay? If you don't worship these decrees made by Esau, okay, and the things that he's issuing, pretty much, you know, you ain't got a place in this society, man, all right? And that's why the majority of the people are going to go ahead and join onto the beast, okay, by taking his mark to show their allegiance. Okay, which the beast is not a man. The beast is the power structure, EU and NATO. Okay, this Edomite's power structure, which we're in the Empire of Esau at the moment, okay, is to join on to them, and you know, the elect of the nation of Israel, okay, ain't gonna take the chip, man. All right, and that's, you know, we have the hopeful elect, starting with our apostles and elders, a great millstone. We teach you what the mark is and not to take it. All right, we ain't gonna take it, man. All right, now let's read verse 16. It says, and he causeth all. So this is going to be something that's going to be made mandatory. You're going to be caused to do this. Both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. So that pretty much covers everyone on the earth, man. It says to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Now, if you go into the word mark there, the word there in the Greek is a charagma, which means a thing carved in, a thing inserted into you, pretty much. Okay, you go further into the root word of charagma, you'll find the word charax, which means, you know, like it's a sharp pointed edge, like a palisade, a stake. Okay, you can go look that up, what that is. I ain't talking about a T-bone. Okay, I'm talking about like you see in them vampire movies when the guy's putting a sharp pointed wooden wedge into the heart of a so-called vampire, you know. And you know, that's talking about, and the mark, that charagma, okay, is talking about the chip. All right, you know, over there in America they call it the RFID. In Europe they call it the NFC. You know, it's the microchip implant. Okay, the implantable chip that the elites are looking to implant. Okay, under the skin and into the body of the people, man. Right, same way that they it's like they're chipping animals, where the elite see you as cattle. They want to chip what they own. It says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So without this mark, this digital chip, you're not going to be able to buy or sell, man. Which pretty much everything in society is a transaction. Now, when we go back to this image and we look at the fiat currencies burning on the floor, what's that symbolic of? A cashless society. Because a fiat currency, a paper note, an IOU, okay, of the old system, that's not going to have a place. It's going to be made redundant. Just like you have different forms of currency that were made redundant. For example, in England, you had the shilling. You don't have a shilling anymore. Okay, the lowest denominations you have are the 1p coin, the 2p coin, you know, the 5p coin, the 10p coin, and so on and so forth. You know, and these fiat currencies, these paper notes, are going to become worthless. Okay, because, you know, first and foremost, you have inflation and hyperinflation. But remember also that you can have physical notes in your wallet right now. You can take your wallet out. You might have a leather wallet. You bring it out. You might have some cash in that. You know, which is even rare these days because, like we've been going into, things are becoming more and more digital. Okay, most people pay with their cards or their phones. Now you can have cash in your wallet, but can you put cash into a chip? Can you put your fiat currency into that chip? No, you can't. The only way you can do that is by, you know, getting on board with a digital currency that is going to be getting on board with a chip, you know, because it's all going to be digital. Getting on board with the way that the trade, the buying and selling, the economy is going. All right. So that's what that's talking about. It says that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So you're not going to be able to use your fiats in that day. Okay, that's all going to have to be, that's all being, whether they're going to trade it in or how they're going to do it. We're going to have to get, without that chip, you ain't going to be able to do anything in the society. That's why, you know, if you read Isaiah 65, I believe 63, if I'm not mistaken, you know, it talks about my servant shall eat. Okay. We're going to be looked after. Yahweh Shemiel Shai is going to be our guide, man, pursuant to 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter. Okay, the Lord is going to sustain us, okay, in these troubling times, in our hour of temptation. And as it is written in Revelation 3 and 10, okay, it says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So that hour of temptation, you know, when that chip is made mandatory, Okay, that temptation, the Lord is going to keep us from that, man. Okay, Lord willing, will be of that number. Okay, the Lord is going to keep His elect. Now, when you look at banking, how much banking has changed over the time, because that's why it's a good video to check out, this one. If you look into the banking system, how they set up the Federal Reserve, check out G. Edward Griffin's Capitalist Conspiracy. There's different documentaries that the apostles have mentioned. I can't remember off the top of my head right now, but things like Jekyll Island and the things that happened there. Okay, the Federal Reserve Act, and what they're doing with the dollar. If you look at the dollar right now, the dollar's getting ready to implode, man. All right, the world reserve currency is getting ready to implode. And one thing about this video, I should have paused it on the right bit. I wonder if I can find it. There's a specific bit on this video. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it right now, man. Okay. But pretty much, it has a picture, okay, a map of the world, and it has all the different countries that are currently researching and looking into CBDC. And it's damn near every country, man, that are researching it. Or, China, actually, one of the Scandinavian countries actually piloting it, and so are China. They got a thing called Allpay. Okay, they got their digital yuan. All right. And China milking America right now, man. The manufacturing that's going on over there, selling to America. Damn near everything you can get in America all around the world, pretty much made in China. Okay, and that dollar, man, you can see more and more. Apostle Tahar's been doing many videos on it as well, and that's what inspired me to do this lesson. And pretty much the dollars, it's been on its way out, man, and it's been weakening and weakening and weakening, through the form of inflation. All right, and hyperinflation is on its way. You had that in the Weimar Republic, man. Go look that up. Where the marks and the Weimar's currency at the time became useless. Okay, you could have same thing happened in Venezuela, I believe, not too long ago, man. You could have buckets loads of cash, but you ain't really doing nothing for you. You can walk into a restaurant. By the time you sit down and you order, you gotta come to an agreement on the price of the food you're gonna eat, because by the time you finish your meal, that the food could have shot up manifold percents. And that's another thing I wanted to just say as well. As our apostles have been saying, regarding gold and silver, man. You really want to get yourself what you can afford. If you can afford some gold, that's good. If you can afford some silver, which silver is cheaper than gold, you want to get some of that, man. Ideally, because in times of instability, gold and silver have always been the thing that kept things, you would have been a stability through that. And why is that? Because gold and silver is actual money, according to the scriptures. Okay, I'll get that. This is Genesis chapter 13, verse 2. It says, and Abraham, but that's talking about Abraham, was very rich in cattle, in silver, and in gold. Okay, so Abraham had livestock. Okay, and obviously he had to have, a place for that livestock to graze, land, silver, and gold, man. Okay, so silver and gold, it's very important. Now, is it gonna save you? No, because the scriptures say riches profit not in the day of wrath. Okay, but the way that things are going with the economy and the fiat currencies, the silver price and the gold price has already been going up, but it's going to shoot up even more. Okay, and pretty much, you're going to find a stability in that form of currency. The scriptures say to be as wise as serpents, man, and as part of being wise. But ultimately, like I said, what's going to save you is your faith Okay, in Yahweh Shemiel Shai, there's knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Okay, and pretty much if you're of the elect. All right, and like I mentioned again, so that's clear. Richest profit not in the day of destruction. It's the gold and silver that you have. We're not gonna. That's not gonna save you, man. Okay, it's our faith in the Lord. That's the true riches, which are this word. But we got to mention it because that's real money according to the scriptures, man. So these fiat currencies, they're on their way out. Okay, and the central banks are looking more and more into digital currencies. Why? Because they want to push forth their agenda, man. Okay, of their new world order, and part of that is to chip all the people. Okay, which we read that in Revelation the 13th chapter. So I've done a lot of talking, but Lord willing, the scriptures were on point with what I was saying, and Lord willing, you was edified in the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemiel Shai B'Shem Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the elect. Shalom.